wait. I didn't even say you. So, you want to get an insight on how I go about songwriting with pre-recorded MIDI grooves? Let's take a listen. I'll show you everything about it.
Alright, so before we start with any drum stuff, I had two little guitar ideas that I wanted to play around with that weren't very rhythmically heavy, so I could work with like seeing what I could do later with drums and bass. So let's take a listen to those two ideas very quick. So we have this clean guitar here. Let me unsolo this and then solo safe right here. We got this little chord progression with like a dotted eighth note delay. Let's take a listen. Alright, so pretty simple guitar part, just with the dotted eighth note delay to add some ambience and then a little melody going on there. So that sparked the idea of using one of the drum grooves from the Halpern pack out of the Modern and Massive library, which I'm pretty sure was Halpern MIDI pack, it's song 10, and it's the last pattern here, pattern 16. And I pretty much, for the rest of the little song, I went up. Like, I did pattern 16, pattern 15, and then pattern 13. So let's get out of here, and I'll play the loop very quick. Let's take a listen to this with the guitars, okay? Well, Pro Tools just crashed there, but anyways, you guys get the idea. So after that drum groove inspired me to write the bass section, which is right here. So I'm just going to unsolo everything so you can hear this little section right here. Let's take that off. I don't know why that's on. So let's take a listen to this. So the drum groove being so heavy rhythmically too, with the bass drum, kind of gave those guitars a little, let them breathe a little bit more, and it made the whole section sound a little bit more atmospheric. So that then I heard a groove similar to that one in the MIDI, in the groove pack library or whatever you want to call it, and it was just more tom bass, so I thought that would be like perfect for the next riff to make sort of like a bridge into the next section. So I'm gonna solo that guitar part very quick. So I think we should be good here. And this is basically a little chord melody I came up with between lessons a couple days ago. So let's take a listen to this. Alright, so it's just relatively simple chord melody, a couple key change, one key change in there. But as far as rhythm, extremely simple. It's pretty much all half notes, right? So in the drum department, we could get pretty much crazy. So what I ended up doing is I grabbed that tom. I'm going to play just the drums for this one. I grabbed that MIDI loop from the Halpern library, and what I did I'll let you listen to it. Never mind. Here we go. Now you can listen to it. So you can probably hear that it's only the room mics, right? You can see some of the automation in this zone right here. So the reason I did that was just so for the next section, which is like epic, and I was trying to go for a larger than life kind of vibe. For me, it kind of made sense to make this part sound a little bit more raw and less polished, and let the close mics blend in as soon as the guitars are blended in, to when that part hits you, just smacks you. So after that, I'll play the groove on the drums first. Went to very simple drum groove that's just, holding the chugging chords on the next part. I'll let you hear the drums very quick. So, kick drum there, playing eighth notes, going ham. The guitars are going to be doing the same, the rhythm guitars with the bass just chugging along and having that melody go on top of it from that chord melody. So I'll play the guitars now very quick without the drums so you can get an idea of what was happening. Let's solo this guitar bus. Let's take a listen. Right, so, pretty much an extension of that bridge, but power chords, 7-string goodness and all that stuff. And basically the bass is playing roots under that, so we can solo that too here, and we can listen to what we have. Right? So those were sort of like the elements to the writing of this part. And when you listen to it in context with the drums, I'll just sort of come back from this little bridge into that part, and you'll see how the build is like huge. Right. So basically that's what it was like, kind of like just getting these MIDI drums sort of inspired the rest of the track to come along together. It just started out of 2 guitar ideas that were very simple rhythmically, so I really didn't know what to do with the drums. And, having MIDI groove libraries like these can solve some of your creative blocks. Plus, you get to have world-renowned drummers like Matt Halpern or Anup Sastry play on your tracks, basically. And you can obviously go in the MIDI editor and tweak these along and get them to suit your creativity a little bit better. But they're great starting points to develop your artistic endeavors. So I'm gonna, hopefully you like this video, and I'm gonna just leave you with a little playthrough here at the end of this entire little song and the final mix. So let me know what you think. Would love to hear your feedback. Thanks a lot for watching.